Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Aware. It's football. Firstly, I've returned. Secondly, this is the first edition of the team's paddle wars, where we decide between two players which we prefer and which we think were the best in their primes. Before we get into it though, please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, check us out on Insta and check us on Twitter.
James, we got our paddles ready. For the first two players we're going to be comparing. For red, we have Prime Van der Sar, and for green, we have Prime Petr Cech. In 3, 2, 1.
The only unbiased Man United fan here.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's still 3 to 2.
So this was who we thought was the better player in their prime.
Yeah.
Or who you prefer?
Okay.
I personally prefer Van der Sar.
Okay, go.
I would say maybe Cech was... I don't know. Van der Sar 2 Champions Leagues, I'm going to leave it at that.
Are you going to go that? Okay. The only Premier League goalkeeper who won 2 golden boots with a different club. Most clean sheets in the Premier League. 2 golden gloves. Yeah, don't laugh. Most clean sheets in a single... Most clean sheets in a single season.
Yeah.
Most clean sheets in the Premier League history. Petr Cech. And he did it with the helmet.
You checked this
Exactly.
Petr Cech.
Hey.
So that's
Right, in his first season at Arsenal, he won the Golden Glove.
He was in Arsenal, then.
Yeah, that's why I rate him because of what he's done. You know, like he's from Chelsea. The bits that he did, they went on to continue somewhat like good R4 type of thing. So yeah, that's why I forgot about that.
Exactly, so you better change your choice now.
You better check yourself.
No, I'm still sticking with it.
But that was who you prefer, so now let's go to the next one.
I'm sure Van der Sar would say 2 Champions Leagues with all that other crap anyway.
Well, you know, like Czech doesn't have a Champions League.
One. Okay, gents, moving back to right back. Oh, moving back. Prime Philip Long on the red side. On the green side, Prime Cafu. 3, 2, 1.
You're just a modern day football boy, aren't you?
How is it recency bias?
Boy Cafu at Milan.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
It is a tough
But
one.
I think Long was just a better overall footballer.
Yeah, I think.
It was more versatile.
Yeah.
And Pep got that out.
But
of
I
him
think
as well.
as
Played him as a whole
an
midfielder.
attacking right back, Cafu was the elite.
Yeah.
But you see, for me, the thing is his
But
work rate was elite
yeah.
as well. So the idea, like I'll never forget, there was a game I watched of Brazil's, and he was in the box, and he managed to get back and tackle the left wing when they were on the counter. It was insane.
And that pace as well.
Yeah.
And remember that quote of Luis Felipe Scolari, where, you know, he walked in the dressing room and he said, you know, he came in to discuss tactics, then you saw Ronaldo, Adriano, Kaká and Cafu, and he said, go out there and express yourselves. Man, you're not going to tell Long to express himself.
You're so surprised you're acting like Long was trash.
No, Long isn't trash, it's not Cafu level.
No, but you see, then you
Like, if you say Long and Danny Alves, I think that's a fair debate.
that could boil down to the different
not
playing
Cafu.
styles. Wait.
Danny Alves
It could boil down. Look, my vote went on with what I know. Like in terms of recent, you know, I haven't watched the game of Cafu or know his stats. But Lam, the bit that I do know is the fact that he is versatile, you know, and what like the shit he does in his like proper position right back, he aces it, he kills it. But then when he can play all over the field and he does a really decent job there as well. So
Maybe you should watch Cafu then.
It reminds me of modern day Kimmich is very similar.
So it's Lam, there's a good point.
Time, move on.
Okay, this next one I ain't gonna pick.
No.
I'm not gonna pick, bruh.
No, John.
Come on, man. Humor us. Humor the channel.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay. Prime Nemanja Vidic or Prime Rio Ferdinand.
Which colours which?
Vidic red, Ferdinand green. 3, 2, 1. No, I'm not picking, bro. I love both of them. You can't have Vidic without Ferdinand.
How do you pick
And
two Man
vice
United
versa.
players for the most Man United
I
century?
didn't
Okay.
If it was Terry Ferdinand,
Okay,
I
sorry.
would take
Come,
Ferdinand.
let's go. You have 30 seconds, decide.
I'm not gonna decide. What do you guys think?
No, come. The 30-second thing is running, but this is the
So
sands of
Vidic-
time, like days of our lives.
Vidic 3, Ferdinand 1. Why?
I said Ferdinand.
Why?
Because, like, I won't lie, I'll jump on your point in terms of, like, the confidence he had on the ball, not just, like, in the area, in the air and stuff. He was a bit more technical than Vidic. You know what I'm saying? So I
Craig
trust him.
Bellamy ended that man's career when he ran him down the wing.
If you ask me who I think was the better player, Ferdinand was the better player, but who I prefer, I would.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so for me, Vidic, it was his quote that he said, you can fix a broken nose,
Yeah,
but you can't fix your pride after you lose.
Yeah.
That for me is why. So I didn't matter. Like I'd have 10 of those players in my team rather than
I think the centre back position is also one position where you can have like a technically good player in your midfield in your attack. But I think with your centre back, you want that inverted commas warrior, the guy that's going to go for the ball, his head. Exactly. You want that kind of guy in your centre back position.
Look at Slavin now.
No, but
Let's
don't.
Let's not even go there. Moving on.
Time ran out long ago, guys. You tell me you're supposed to focus.
Moving on to arguably two of the greatest centre backs of all time, if not the best, one of the two. On the red side, we have Fabio Cannavaro. On the right side, we have Sergio Ramos, which is green. Red for Cannavaro. 3, 2, 1.
You are deluded.
It's Ballon d'Or.
And don't just say a Ballon d'Or. I don't want to
No,
hear
not
that.
just that, bro. Ramos loses his head, bro. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Did you watch when Don Hutchison said, right? Not everyone likes Ramos, but he'll do the things that no other person will
Yeah,
do.
for sure. but it might cost you the game.
2018 Champions League final. That man took Salah's shoulder like it was nothing.
Precisely. On another day, you get
The thing
sent
is,
off for that.
okay, cool. If you're going to look at, let's say, an individual, he won the Ballon d'Or. Fine, I'll give him that. But you're going to look at overall accomplishments, FIFA Pro World Players of the Year, Champions League 11s, Champions Leagues in a row. And let's not forget,
but let's remember we're doing prime
great, cool.
Cannavaro, prime Ramos.
But let's also look at how long has Ramos been in his
I was
prime.
about to say.
Yeah.
How long has Ramos? And let's not forget,
prime.
he was a great right back before he became a great centre back.
Time.
Sergio Ramos wins this one. I'm just letting you know.
That's 3-2.
Okay, moving on. Back to two of the greatest left backs of all time, if not one of them the greatest. On the red side, we have Roberto Carlos. On the green side, we have prime Maldini. 3, 2, 1. Shit. Oh, no, this is a tough one.
I'm not debating this one. If you said either or, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Wait, Justin chose
yeah.
Roberto Carlos. I don't know.
Yeah, and Reyn as well.
I also chose
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's hear.
I think if I want a pure defender, it's Maldini.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I want a free kick that's going to curl around the wall,
So I'm just starting it
all
now.
power,
Yeah.
bro. Like proper left back power, getting to the byline, getting back, shot and a half as well, and he was a decent defender, bro. All Maldini could do was tackle.
no, wait, but Maldini said one thing.
I don't know.
Right? If I have to stop the tackle, I've made a mistake. Case in point. Case in point. Let's go.
That man can resucker a game.
Like no other.
Yeah.
Okay, you see now with that being said,
And I don't want to even debate this because it was a fair one. If you took one or the other, I'd be like,
Well, it was a tough one.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say no. It may show my knowledge on old school footballers, and apologize if it makes me look like a cake. But the most I do
Should've
know,
said that.
oh wow, the most I do know of Maldini is a centre back. So that's why I chose Roberto Carlos, and from what I know. Yeah.
Yeah, just with age and a lack of pace, he transitioned, but because he was such a good defender, he could.
So then that in essence makes him overall a lot of a better defender.
Yeah, that's
what you were saying.
Pure
shot.
defender
Shot.
versus pure left back.
Yeah.
Because Roberto Carlos was amazing going forward. Going back, not say he wasn't good, but going forward was probably his optimum.
Okay, Jais.
Jais. Moving on to the midfielders. First, we up on the red side, we have Gareth Bale in his prime, and on the right side, I don't know, his prime isn't Hazard, he's still meant to be in his prime, we don't know what's going on.
why must you pass those naughty comments?
Hazard green, Bale red, 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
What?
That's what I'm talking about, baby!
No way.
Now,
At Chelsea. But
There's
okay,
no
wait,
way.
which is prime Bale for you? Which is prime Bale for you?
His last season at Tottenham.
Great. Did he lead them to EPL title?
Nice.
Did he lead them to EPL title?
No, he didn't.
Do you know
But
who
it's
did?
Spurs, let's not fucking talk
No,
about
but
it.
it's
Tottenham.
Hazard and Chelsea. Okay.
He scored a hat trick.
Oh my.
As a
No,
left back.
But guys, I won't lie.
As a
When
left
Hazard
back.
was at his best for Chelsea, he was mesmerizing.
Yeah,
Stats,
but
yes,
no,
people
it's-
are
And
arguing.
he was arguably the best player
No,
in the EPL.
All round, Gareth Bale, defensive awareness, his pace is ridiculous. When you had that fuckboy hairstyle, he was killing you had the line, you had the goal. he was killing everyone.
When Bale was at White Hart Lane, Hazard came there and made it the Garden of Eden. Next one.
No ways, bro.
But it's 3 to Bale, 2 to Hazard.
Damn.
Okay, moving on to Prime Kante on the red hand side, N'Golo Kante, and on the right, which is green, Prime Claude Makalele. 3, 2, I'm undecided.
No, fuck, you were putting green up.
I'm undecided.
No, there's only one.
I'm 50-50.
Mourinho made Makelele the Manny.
Yeah,
It wasn't at Chelsea with Mourinho.
Makelele defined that position, but
But
things
the
that
Real
Conte is doing at
Madrid
the moment
is
is also.
No, but not the way Mourinho made. Mourinho made that man a monster.
But he didn't win the Champions League.
That reaction is brilliant.
That's what I'm undecided.
When he gets to that point, he doesn't have anything
You know,
to
when you throw a comment like that, I don't want to hear you say Harry Kane is world class. I don't want to hear that from you. No, I promise you, I don't want to hear that from you.
I get that.
I
You're
don't
the
want to hear
one
that
that
from
says
you.
trophies over everything else.
No, but now you're
I'm
using
so
trophies to
dismissive.
justify a point. But when we took Harry Kane,
Time.
But I've never dismissed your point.
Hey,
I'm just
it's
saying.
time.
It's
It's
not the
time.
be all ends all. Okay. On the red side, prime David Silva. Obviously, when he was at City. Prime Ozil, I could maybe say.
no, Madrid.
I was about to say, if you didn't interrupt me so rudely.
Is it
Three.
even like
Yes, Ozil green, silver right, red. Sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Man, like Ozil blood.
Oh, let's just move on. I feel quite good about
No,
this.
but I have to say something.
Okay.
If you ask me who's the better all-round footballer, David Silva. Who was better in their prime, Mesut Ozil.
Not a chance. 10-time German Player of the Year.
David Silva ran football games, but that's all I got to say.
Right, Ozil picked the eye of the needle pass like no man on earth. His
I'd rather
button
have
was
a man
always
that
an
controls a
alternate.
football game than a guy that performs every 6 games.
Listen,
Darren Berry, no, sorry.
Not Darren
You
Berry.
said the argument's dead?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say
the time isn't even done, but we'll go to the next one.
Okay, interesting one.
Oh, nice.
Onto the wing. Robbery, Iron Robin, red. Frank Ribery, obviously both in their prime. In green, 3.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ribery, green. Prime, Iron Robin, red. 3, 2, 1.
I
won't like that.
You know what, when
That aesthetic of cutting on his
What did he
head.
say? What did Bruce Lee say? I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. Cut in on the left, curl. Done.
But for me, it was his clutch plays, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget, he also had one of the worst catch plays with Casillas.
Yes,
This is
I
one
remember
thing
that.
the World Cup final.
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah, no, I remember that as well.
But he scored in the Champions League.
But he's arguably the greatest winger, like just pure winger that you've seen in recent times.
Yeah. That could be arguable. Not guaranteed.
No, it is arguable. It's just, my
Okay,
unhumble
moving on
opinion.
to strikers, the front 2, number 9. First of all, 2 African stars, 2 of the greatest African footballers of all time. Red for Didier Drogba, green for Samuel Eto'o. In 3, 2, 1. No, you disgusting way. You're disgusting.
I can't
Talk about EPL bias, but you said Drogba was better than Eto'o.
Right, it's just, let me tell you, right?
He won the well, he was part of the reason why Jose, your hero, won the Champions League.
Eto'o was a better player.
Eto'o
Eto'o is a better player. Cool, I give you that. But when I look at what Mourinho said about Drogba, don't give me Ronaldinho, give me the African boy. And I stand with Jose Mourinho on anything he says.
Okay, but why?
So I feel bad now because I'm the only one siding with Wade. It's not a place I want to be.
I understand.
No, but like Drogba for me, when he came to Chelsea, it was insane what he was doing to defenses. You couldn't mark him in any shape or form. It was impossible. I mean,
Yeah, but remember, Eto'o's been on the Ballon d'Or podium, and he's probably the only player that's been like an
It's
African.
one
And every
triple for Jose
two different,
Mourinho.
and he's one of 2 different teams,
He won
Barca and
2
Inter.
Champions Leagues, 3 or 4 AFCONs, or 2.
Look, I mean, if you're gonna
You know what irritates me about this debate? Because Chelsea fans, when it comes to Didier Drogba, it's everything about football until stats. And as soon as stats comes along, Drogba's out of the conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that should be how it is, but I'm saying.
But
Eto'o's
also,
stats
what I
also
do
go
like,
way
is greatness. Drogba was second to Ronaldo when it comes to impact in finals. I mean, 11 finals, 11 goals.
Now, when his final impact was insane, but now, guys, Eto'o is still underrated.
The time is up, and you still going.
Hey, wait, no, says you that started the time going.
Okay, on to the two Dutchmen, 2 of the greatest Dutch and Premier League strikers of all time. On the red-hand side of our paddles, we have prime Robin van Persie. On the green-hand side of our paddles, we have prime Ruud van Nistelrooy. In 3, 2, 1.
What? You Man United fans are
He
sickening.
Van Persie playing for United. What are you on about?
But the only only reason is because that tap-in merchant couldn't even outdo Thierry Henry.
Bro, that tap-in merchant was an elite finisher. And his movement.
Does Man United get 20 without Van Persie? Do you all get 20 without Van Persie?
No. But that doesn't matter. We still won time.
It doesn't matter. Getting 20 doesn't matter.
We didn't. We was it 14 or 15 with Ruud van Nistelrooy? Okay.
Yeah, but let's be honest. There were periods of time where Van Nistelrooy was there where he wasn't the best player.
Who had
When
the
Van
one
Persie
season.
When Van Persie was there, Van Persie was already the best player.
Who had the better overall career? Be honest.
Thank you.
Van Persie was playing by injuries. It wasn't for injuries.
Like you said, I think Van Persie was the better footballer,
In his prime.
but Van Nistelrooy had the better career.
No, but fair enough.
Who would you prefer?
Van Persie! Any day of the week, any year of the month, whatever.
Van Persie was playing by injuries. So
Wait, so then Charles or you, Charles?
Vanessa.
Why did you say anything, Man United?
Chance.
that man's goal instincts was just
Yeah.
It's on another level.
His finish.
Yeah, but he wasn't as good a technical footballer as Van Persie. Let's not sit there and act like he had the control.
I think it's a close. I think his.
Tell me
technique
one
was
goal you remember
appreciated.
offhand that he scored like that was the caliber of the volley where Rooney chipped it over.
Well, when he dribbled through half of
Yeah, Fulham.
Was it Fulham?
I'm talking about that technical ability, just to hit
But
it on
dribbling
the
is
ball.
part of
Goal
technique.
against Charlton where he like tracked brought it around, then volleyed.
No.
It's a swivel volley.
Swiveled with
Swivel
such a-
volley.
But he even had a hunchback when he played.
Time.
Okay.
I just want to
And he
say
still got
just
the
a quick
goals, which
mention
is
in terms
understandable.
of that point. I think what you're trying to say is RVP is a bit more refined than Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy is lit, he was dope now, but he was a bit wild.
He's
You
a
know what I'm
striker.
saying?
Yeah,
He
he's
was-
a striker,
goal
yeah.
scorer.
So
He's
RVP
gonna
was a
score
bit
in
more
the box.
like clinical.
And RVP also played on the wing for a period of time at Arsenal.
No, technically RVP was.
Here we go, next one.
Okay, on to the coach of this supposed Paddle 11. It's going to be it's a recent managerial debate. Quite equal in terms of trophy haul. Quite equal in terms of success. Been to multiple leagues and been successful. On the red hand side of our paddles, we have Antonio Conte, Italian. On the green hand side, for the Liverpool fans and the Dortmund fans out there, we have the German, Jurgen Klopp. In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, John.
You lost.
These EPL bias, bro. It's ridiculous.
It's not EPL, bro. So for me,
I just love
let's just turn that quickly.
But is that 30 seconds for you or for me?
For everyone.
Not for you alone, mate.
So now you wasted 10 seconds of my time.
Yeah, go.
So for me, what Klopp did with the teams that he had was incredible. You look at Robertson, how much you paid for Robertson, how much you paid for Mane. Look at what they've done in the Premier League. For me, what he's done with the players that he's had has been phenomenal.
Yeah, but what Klopp couldn't do, what Conte just win a Premier League in his first season. Conte went to Italy after a 9-year period of Juve dominance, won it with a very unfashionable Inter Milan team that had the likes of Ashley Young. Victor Moses. Let's just be honest here.
That's what I appreciate about Conte is his ability to run things in a very, very quick fashion. His ability
And
to
an unfavourable fashion.
his ability to turn around the club like this.
I'll give him that. But the only thing is
And remember, after the Calciopoli scandal, where Juve were in Serie C and they got back there, he turned that team around by getting those free agents, where you formed that midfield quartet of Pogba, Pirlo, Vidal, Marquisio. It was by his doing.
Yeah, but I still think like if you give Klopp a budget like Conte's had, it's endless the possibilities, bro.
But one thing I will say also to defend Klopp is the fact that he dethroned Bayern at his time at Dortmund. In the manner he did it with.
Well, he did lose the Champions League with them too.
Yes, but to win 3 straight Bundesliga titles in a period where Dortmund were.
He
dominated. As soon as he left,
Zero on the goose load.
and look, as soon as he
That
left,
was-
it's the Bayern show once again.
Yeah.
I will give him that, but I'll still prefer Conte.
Okay, I like Klopp.
And Conte has done it at national team level.
No one cares about that.
Guys,
Okay, now I'm joking.
I'm just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our first edition of Paddle Wars. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow our socials.